What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Y'all already know I gotta voice my opinion on a situation that I do not agree with. I don't want to gossip and talk about what he said about Nike, Lexi, or Royalty. I want to talk about what he didn't do dealing with these kids. CJ always has been bad influence. He always been a parent that you don't leave with the kids because he got a mind of a child. He always displayed bad influence around kids. Now, in this video, he went live and he disclosed his own location like 3 or 4 times. And the people in his comment section was telling him, hey, stop telling people where you at. It's not safe. You already know what you've been through at the beginning of the year. You don't know who may be laying low on you. You got to be careful in how you move out here. You know, CJ got this big, bold attitude. He didn't care. He said, oh, I don't care. I don't care. Y'all pull up. Y'all pull up. And a lot of people on his live was like, hey, you tripping. Get out of there. You don't know who could be watching you. So he ended up leaving the restaurant. So when he got to the car, he waved his gun and say, oh, I got Donald Trump with me. I ain't worried about nobody. Then people were like, oh, you crazy. Just because you got that gun, people still will follow you home and try to rob you. And that's what got me mad with CJ, because you disclosed your location when you got these 3 kids with you, 3 minors at that. You go to your car, wave your gun, say you ain't worried about nobody. CJ, just because you waving your gun, it's other people with other guns out here also. You already know you in your car. Your car is loud. People know your car when they see your car. Then you already told people where you was at and you was leaving. This man went live on his whole time he was live. He was leaving and showing every direction, every corner, everywhere, every place he took on his way home. This man is an idiot. And not only that, he didn't even tell the kids to put on their seatbelts. And the reason why I want to talk about that, because he even mentioned in his live that, hey, I feel like putting the police on the chase. This is the only clip I'm going to insert because I want to talk about it, because I want y'all to hear what this man said.
About me, I'm finna run for the police. Oh, that's not the police, guys. That's gonna do something crazy. Y'all know it's a rule, you can run from the police out here.
And this kind of pissed me off because nobody is not pointing out the obvious and CJ reckless ass behavior in that video. Y'all want to speak on what he said about Royalty. Y'all want to talk about what he said about Lexi. Y'all want to talk about how he want Nike back. Let's talk about how he didn't tell these kids to put on a seatbelt. Let's talk about how he went live on their entire car ride, showing his location after people was telling him it's not safe because he already disclosed where he was coming from. Let's talk about how he want to volunteer, put himself on the chase with the police, not even worrying about or thinking about police brutality. CJ lived under a rock. He do not pay attention to the real world. He live in a world by himself. He live in a world where things go Cadero Ray or CJ Ray. He not thinking about the consequences that he have to deal with when you put the police on a chase, especially when you got minors in the car. Anything likely could happen. The car could have flipped over, the kids could have flew out, or it could have been a shootout with the police, because the police don't know the 3 minors. The police don't know, hey, that CJ so cool, let him go by. They don't know who the freak he is. Why would he want to volunteer himself to get put on the chase by cops? And y'all think this man is physically fit to be the primary custodian parents of those twins? Y'all crazy as hell. Who in their right mind would leave kids in this man's supervision? This man needs supervised visitation with these twins. That's why he can't watch them by himself. That's why he needs a lot of people around him to help him with the kids, because he needs supervised visitation. That's he telling y'all right there. I cannot watch my twins by themselves. I need people around. I need to be supervised when I get my kids. This man literally is telling y'all that every time he talk about getting the twins. And y'all ignoring that. Now, CJ have not yet learned his lesson about waving guns around kids. Even though you want to tell the world, hey, I got a gun. So what? Be smart. Stop waving your damn gun around. The whole world knows CJ got a gun. He pulled it out on numerous occasions. So there's no need for you to come to the internet on live and show your gun again around these damn kids. Like, who will leave their kids in CJ care? Like, this man is not mentally fit to even watch nobody kids without an adult being there. And I'm not throwing CJ under the bus. I just feel like people got to be mindful of leaving their kids in CJ supervision, because anything is likely could happen. He feel like, hey, I could protect those kids because I got a gun. But at the end of the day, he make reckless decisions. He don't make decisions based off rational emotions. He just reckless. He do not think before he do anything. And that whole entire life, he acted like a child. He did not act like no 34-year-old man. He acted like he was 11 or 12-year-old with Kamari and her friends. And that's kind of sad because he's an adult in that situation. He do not act like an adult. He take advice from the kids. He put kids in grown folks' situation. And at the end of the day, CJ gonna have to deal with all his consequences of his reckless behavior, and that's how it is.